Howdy y'all, I'm Ice Gold, and it's crazy to be back doing PvP on this channel, and what better way to start it than with a match like this. This was, I mean, it's only been like an hour or two for me as I record this, because I'm genuinely that excited to upload him, given what he did. But in this match, I go against a balance wizard, and you know, if it's one thing that y'all know about me and balance wizards on the ice, they are a pain in the neck. And yeah, I'm pretty glad that I was able to handle this one pretty well. I did kind of stupidly discard Shrike early on, but from the way the game progressed, I wasn't ever going to get a good chance to use that Shrike. So ultimately, it's not the end of the world that I discarded it kind of stupidly. I basically just did Ice Wizard things. I played slow, you know, sat under brace a lot, and just, you know, kept taking out his auras, chipping him down, slowly doing my damage, all that. But when I tell you that this balance wizard did everything in his power to stay alive, like, I tell you this much, he was using purges, which I don't know if they were main or side deck, but I mean, he purged 4 times, so maybe it was main, who knows. And like, okay, so a bit of backstory. Recently, the spell Scales of Destiny, the balance spell Scales of Destiny, the top path got banned at long last because it was doing way too much damage for 5 pips. So balances migrated over to the bottom path of Scales, which does marginally less damage, but if the target has a shield on them, then, you know, like, or a shield after the hits are done, then it will give the balance wizard a 65% shield. So that's kind of crazy. That really just expanded balance's margin in this matchup by a lot. So I couldn't play around shields like I used to. And, you know, before, when people were using top path Scales, I could just stack up a bunch of shields, strike up, and then Lord of Winter twice into a Scion, and that was usually enough to set up a win condition there. But not anymore, because of the Scales change and everybody's back to using path B. So with that in mind, I had to not play around shields a whole lot, so like instead opting to play around Threefold Fever and Iceburn Jin. And like I said, this guy purged 4 of these, and I didn't see the 5th until like right at the very end. So he purged all 4 of the ones that I could have used. And what happened next was, despite the fact that I didn't trap him at all with, you know, Colossus or Shoe or none of that, he decided he was going to use 2 rebirths and consistently got the pips to use a 3rd. I was just threatening to kill at that point. So he used 2 rebirths without any traps on him just to heal like 2200, because he had like a tiered up rebirth. Like, he wasn't just using tier 2 like what I have here. He was using like somewhere in here or here. That is how crazy this guy was. So, you know, he used 2 giga heals. So all in all, he had about 12,000 base health, so I did about 16,000 damage to him as an Ice Wizard. Think about that. And actually, it was more like 17,000 damage that I did to him as an Ice Wizard. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. And, you know, this intro has been going on long enough. I think I'm just going to leave a timestamp. So this is the deck that I have been using, you know, just got some Life King arts. I've got 4 of these in main, 2 inside, as you'll see, and then 3 Tuarets. For the fire matchup, this is just better than Tuaret. I mean, it's just that much better. So you have that to think about. Got a couple Shorns, not max tier yet, but I'm working on it. And 9 braces, don't worry about that. I could technically have 10 if I really wanted to, but yeah, I like having this one just a little more. So the side deck, 2 Life King arts, as I mentioned, but then I've also got a lot of fire stuff going on, which these really help me in the mirrors and against myth wizards. So I like basically just playing more from side in those matchups. So That's really helpful. I've also got these threefolds inside, but I think those are eventually going to migrate over to main. I can't keep doing this when people are using Purge on my side deck threefolds. So there's that. And then, you know, 4 of each tri-shield, 4 weaknesses, couple empowers, kind of just the basics. But yeah, overall, this game revolved heavily around aura control. Thieving Dragon is very, very good. And yeah, overall, that's how that went. And yeah, the gear setup, mostly the same as it was before. Xibalba Comet Helm, I think that's what it was back in January, the last time I uploaded Ice Peeve. This is a little different. I can't remember if I was using the Hoonhow at that point, but Chilling Plot Armor and Raiment of the Lich Lord have the same stats, but the Raiment of the Lich Lord gives a Brace item card instead of the Dissipate that the Plot Armor gives. So it's technically better. I had to open more packs for this, which I did a pack opening video for, so that's where I got this. Otherwise, I would not have gone for the Raiment of the Lich Lord, just stuck with this, but yeah, the idea. For the boots, Xibalba, same as they always have been. Wand, Xibalba, same as it always has been. Although Hoonhow is good if you're running like Pip Conserve setup, but I am not. And then for the Athame, I have the Takanobu Athame, Gold Key Athame, just whatever you want to call it. So pretty good here. I do have to give up some HP, but it pays off, I will say, with the other stats, and 10% pip chance on the triangle socket there. For the amulet, both of these that I have selected here are good. They're the exact same stats. It's just one gives an attenuate and the other gives a brace. I like the class with the Lich Lord because it helps me with aura control some more. It allows me to pack 5 attenuates and 9 braces, but if I wanted to do 4 attenuates and 10 braces, I could use the Archival Ample just fine. The Tower Shield that this one gives is also quite nice, especially in the balance matchup, because as Ice, you don't really pack Tower Shields like that, so having just this one copy in main deck can be kind of neat to just throw out there sometimes. For the ring, it's always going to be this, just always, always, always. For the pet, this is one that I think I made in a Blind Pet to Mega video back in January or February, something like that, so this was pretty nice as well. Got those 235 bubbles on deck, as well as the Make-Ass Brace. So technically, I could have 11 braces if I wanted to run this amulet. And then the mount, Clockwork Courser for the extra 2 Pierce, and the deck is the Takanobu deck. So you have that to think about as well. Just for the extra Surge. These are the stats, 1 off the damage cap, well over the fire damage cap, but don't worry about it. And then we've got max resist. 85 resist is always really, really good, especially with stabilize, bringing you up to 110. That's quite nice. Perfect accuracy to ice, fire, and life. Pretty decent there as well. And then what else we got? Some decent crit. Very, very good block. This really came in handy. And then max pierce, 1 over the pierce cap for fire, just cuz. So there's that. 40% P-serve, not the greatest, don't really rely on it too much. It's just sort of there. And then perfect pips and decent shads. So pretty neat. This is, I think, the best ice setup in the game right now. So love to see that. I've yapped long enough. 8 minutes is kind of crazy for something like this, so let me just show you the match. The match is already super long anyway, so enjoy. Alright, we got a balance. I think I kicked this guy's ass on my myth, but now we're on a much worse school. No to that, and that. I like this. Let's maybe get an ice pip. And honestly, I wouldn't mind just doing this. It's a little bit of chip damage. But yeah, for this match, we want to be getting threefolds. That's going to be the play. I may get rid of that and start looking for those. We have more elves. Let's see what we can get from main. Brace is good there. Wand hit. Elementals, all good. Let's see what he does. Okay. I may just thieving that. It's more damage. $600, pretty good, pretty good. Honestly, this is a good way to start chipping. May get rid of the Shorn. Immolate, probably not going to be useful. But yeah, we've already done like a good bit of damage. I'd love to see that. Interesting. Alright, that's why we keep the wand hit. Balances are back to back in this card, so how about it? Maybe Golem isn't as good in this matchup anymore. Kind of sucks to think about. I see a Myth Pip, so I don't like what I'm looking at. I mean, I have telegraphed the threefold idea, but still, you know, kind of bummy to set for ice. Golem could be good. Elemental could be good. What's he doing here? He's gonna go for that. Let's pull once. Who knows? Maybe maybe he'll go for a purge now. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I just instinctively got rid of that. Alright, well, I have a reshuffle floating around somewhere, so it won't be too bad, I guess. Elephant, probably not going to be too good, but we can do this. Death School, best school, not just not PvP. Yeah, PvE, it certainly is, I'll say that. Another brace, we like that. Especially because he's going to start doing this, even though Shoe is a card. We'll get rid of the Impair and Brace. Won't need a Life King art. Alpha Freet could have been funny, but he would have just chimeraed and gotten infinite value, so. Lore Master, interesting. Alright, I'm thinking... I like the thought of Golem here. Because I can do this. If he doesn't rebrace, I can Elemental. And that'll be good. Lord's probably out. He did rebrace. However, I now have a Winter Moon. So if I can get that, that's huge. Frostbite, no, because of Weird Head Destroyer. Does he shield or does he aura? Okay, he auras. Net gain, I think, because he was using a stave not too long ago. Maybe pull once, threefold again, why not? Sets up our Jin. Another brace, that's actually a really good pull. Love that. Although he could just tree, so maybe I'd take an elemental before I brace. He may just be looking for purge. That's what I would do if I was him. What's that? Scorpion? Yeah, I don't know. I think elemental is going to be the play. Just because I don't want to take a tree. The rounds did sort of line up nicely for him just now, so I'll give him that. So this is going to do like no damage, but it was never really meant to. Yeah, 325. So it still weakens him, but it also allows me to brace up again, which is important. Honestly, we've been chipping him nicely. Kind of like that for us. Samurai? That's alright. Now, ideally I'd thieving right here, but meh. We'll brace, we'll wand, we'll try and moon. That's the goal here. That, or I could elemental again and threaten the moon. We'll see. Let's see what he lets me do. Okay, he didn't do anything, so the fact that he's keeping his pips up is gonna incline me to do that. Strongly dislike sending hits like this just into shields and braces, but if I don't, and if I wand, which is the better move, he would just scion me through the brace for all of my health. So, yeah, that's how it goes. To be honest, if he rebraces, what's that? Okay, shield, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. So I could moon here. Or not moon, but wand. And then I could moon. I've been getting braces at a good rate. Colossus could be neat. I just don't like his life pips, because if he rebirths, you know, that's a problem. What are we looking at here? Weakness? Interesting. I think I might just... let's get a death pip first. I'm gonna do this, because this is gonna take my pips down a ton, and then I can just brace and stack them back up. So he's double debuff now. 1677, decent. We'll get an ice pip out of this, and we can brace. We'll see what he's up to. Okay, yep. At least that just swaps the 20 and not the 30. But yeah, I think I may get rid of that, honestly. And what I may do instead is just play to hit him with everything I've got. Just use every single hit on him. But let's see what he does. Chameleon is interesting. If that's a hit and brace like I think it is, then I'll go for the thieving. If it's a hit and attenuate, obviously I have a brace, so... not in the worst of spots. So, yeah, he did go for that. So I'll brace. So that's a double weakness. Okay. So yeah, I don't mind just doing that. It's another weakness to throw out, you know. No crit on it either, just sort of hitting for the sake of hitting. Still did about 400. Not bad. I think I may be in a position to start bubble soon, depending on what we pull. What's that? Alrighty. Just doing it to do it. You know, what if I just sent a random fire elf? That might just be the play, honestly. I'm gonna do it. Takes the weakness off. It happened to be in my hands, figured I may as well. The goal here is just to play super duper slow, attenuate, stabilize. I like the hand a lot. So is that his first purge? That is. Very interesting. I only want to do that if he braces. So I don't mind passing just to pad for time, really. We got a lead of about 3,000-ish. Does he do it again? That's insane. Another myth pip. It's kind of worrisome. So I'll do that. Shorn could be interesting. I may just do that for damage, depending on what he does right now. It's gonna do that. Yeah, I think I'll take the Shorn, just to not sit on shads. He's got another life pip though. I don't like the look of that at all. I'll Shorn, but if he rebirths, like, you're a pansy. Eight 12, widening the gap. Just sort of down to, does he heal for no discernible reason? I also don't want to get rid of anything in his hand, so that's another problem we're facing down. Is he going to? Yeah, you're a bitch. You are a hoe bitch. You can tell he's tiered that up a bunch too. 735 times 3. Somebody run the calc. I could moon or start bubble or something like that. Bubble may be good just to clear the hand. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I like bro. Snow shield. I probably don't want to do that because he'll scorpion. I hope he braces or something. Not that. It's like I started getting ahead of him, and this is what he just decided to do, so. I mean, I'll do this. Then maybe I can elf into a moon, maybe start to Widen the gap some more. Or is he just gonna do that? Play you don't got it? Yeah, if he sends some like nutty ass hit right now, I am definitely just gonna timer. I don't care if you're gonna rebirth against an ice without any traps on you, like you are a bitch. And carry purges. Like this guy is set for ice pretty much. I've got attenuates, which is helpful. And there's a fold. But will it just get purged? Find out next time. Is he gonna Chimera? Scales, okay. No crit on that, plus the weakness, that's helpful. But it's still doing 900. 1,000 actually, because of the bubble. We truly live in a society. Let's threefold. And then we can go for a moon. How about that? I really like my aura control. We'll see what he does. Those are finally out. Gaze. Very interesting. So I'll 35 this. Yeah, it didn't do much, but given the rebirth, like, the rebirth just made up the whole deficit that he was at. It's like you're the #1 school against the #7 school. Like, come on, man. I don't even know if I want to keep the attenuates. Just because he's going to start doing some nonsense. Could have been interesting if he didn't have Chimera in his library. Does he have every bubble now? Is that what we're looking at? I guess so. Awesome. So I'll just get rid of these cards. I'll pull once and I'll shield. And then try and go for Lord of Winter. Maybe that'll help me make up something. Bubble is good. I think I may bubble first, if I can. Yeah. That's gonna be the play. It's just he gets an ice pip now. Or no, he doesn't. Okay, interesting. Frost Feather is also good. But like deadass, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe Attenuate would have even been the move. Just let him keep his bubble for one more turn while I Lord of Winter. Another Purge, right? Good God. Well, at least I can get a double buffed Lord on him now. If he rebirths the second time, though, he is getting timered. I don't gaff. I'll keep that in case he goes to the neg on me, but we already know what he's up to with that, so maybe it's not a great play. And of course he'll do that. Which means I have to What if I went for this? Because I'd have... How many pips left? I don't know. It'll hurt my Lord of Winter play a little, but... I'm not particularly worried about that right now. That was kind of a god pull, can't even lie. It's just now, if he decides to brace, we have an issue there. Because I'd have to thieving, and then... What's that, dude? Okay. Balance wizards and being a tumor are synonymous with one another. I think... Actually... What if I let him take a Scion? It'll do a lot. But then I get... this kick-ass Lord of Winter. Bubbleback is... probably not what we're going to be worrying about right now. Brace. Alrighty. I mean... let's do that, and then... see what we can't go for. Who knows? Maybe I'll bubble first. That might be the play. Probably get rid of my surges and just cycle a little more. That's bound to be a scorpion. Or a lore. Okay. Well, I don't mind bubbling. I just don't want him to... damn, I don't know. That's interesting, actually. Wait a minute. If I empowered into that, that'd be prime. Hold on. Another rebirth, I guess? Yeah, you're a bitch. Alright, considering he does not have the pips to tree, I could do this. Take that off with, and now I'm threatening a Scion. He'll gearhead that. But yeah, I mean, I've got a tree staring him down. Like, we're mostly in good hands. If he shields right now, we gotta figure out a way to deal with that, but... yeah, he'll samurai. Maybe I should have kept the frostbite. Because that's another 1200 he just gets. Alright, what do we want to do? No to that. I don't like getting rid of any of this. But I'm going to have to... Fire Elf that shield, if I can pull one. Or Elemental. Elemental's not bad either, but I would need to wait another turn. What's that? Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We do a 0-pip move or whatever, and then Frost Feather into it. That's a good pull as well. Alright. No dice on the good 0-pip move. There's a fire elf, actually. But Frost Feather into it is the play, no matter what. And if he keeps shielding, then I am prepared for that. I can start elfing and go from there. So I just undid 2 turns of tempo in 1. So that's really helpful. Won't need Life King Art at this point. Elf of Freed's also funny if I want to go for that. But Chimera is just a card that exists in the game, so you know how it is. Non-zero chance he just decides to play for just spam and then tree. I mean, if he trees me, what then, right? Honestly, if he trees, I'll have free and just value farm, I guess. Is that going to be another brace? Do I have... Okay, no, I don't have anything to deal with that. Hill Chimera is my issue. We have to send that through the brace. We fortunately have threefolds on him. Give him everything, dude. $3K, and I missed out on so much damage just now. Oh my goodness. And there's the purge. Yeah, I think no matter what, this just wasn't going to be like a real match of Wizard101 PVP. I can already see the life pips. Sunbalance is pack 3 rebirths. I don't know if this guy is one of them. Who the hell knows at this point? Yeah, he shuffled. But I guess the good news is that he can't shuffle rebirths anymore, so that's awful. We'll do this. Maybe get a moon. Eventually, though, I'm gonna have to go for a shuffle of my own. Who knows? Maybe in my shuffle I start TWO Redding. That would be kind of fun. I'd be down for that. Let's see. Another life pip, folks. Who is surprised? Not me. So I don't mind doing that. If he wants to take his little chameleon, it is into a 50 shield. But yeah, he's just gonna do that, I guess. So maybe I just wanted into a lord, you know, do my thing. Keep my fire pips up. Maybe go for an elf. Sleet Storm. Could be interesting. What's he gonna do? Yeah, so let's do that. And then from there, we can go for Sleet into a Lord is most ideal. I'm glad that I'm pulling bubbles, but I might need to keep that, no troll. Samurai, yep. As expected. So there's that next life pip. Awesome. We'll do that though. It's crazy that he's rebirthed twice and I still have a 200 health advantage on him. Like, it's crazy times we live in. Yeah, I don't think Shu is just in the question, because if he has that many life pips still, he definitely is going to have another rebirth. So he'll pass there. Don't like that. What bubble is out? Don't even know. Maybe I should have kept the elephant. I don't know. I was looking for an elf. Because then what, you know? You're crazy. You're clinically insane. So I know I've only pulled one elephant, but if I pull another, we're in a good spot, I feel like. Threefold fever, is there even a point? Oh, cool. So I just am out of cards. Awesome. I don't know, maybe I'll do that, and our Golem is actually not bad at all here. Is that a surge with that many pips? Okay, sure. So, yeah, I will Golem. It's not going to do anything, but it's not supposed to. Let's see, though. Honestly, if he Scorpions, I might just Lord anyway. Because it is the last turn of this. But yeah, I'm thinking Lord of Winter. Let's see what he's up to. Scales, alright. I guess that means Lord... Yeah, that's going to mean Lord of Winter is just out in general. Crit block's helpful. So, double shielded here. We did time our shields right. The Immolate from earlier helped just a massive amount. But now we have two back-to-back moons. So that is going to be what we play for. So let's axe that and go for this. $2,500. That actually outvalues a rebirth. So if he does one right now, what if I just base gen, bro? Nah, I probably won't do that. If he shields, then I'll wand hit and then get a death pit for a threefold. That's what we'll do. So, just as we expected, want it, get a death bit for a threefold, and go from there. So maybe he only packs 2 rebirths. Who knows? I've also got moons for days, so who knows? Maybe this is just where it ends. That would be prime. I don't even think he can rebirth now. So, yeah. Yeah, wait. Ezra, did you lose? Did you manage to find a way to lose balance versus ice? I think he did. I think he managed to find a way to lose to an ice as a balance wizard. Isn't that tragic, chat? I think that's pretty tragic. Personally, I think it's really, really, really tragic, given the lean of this matchup. But yeah, you know, 1200 damage. Just, you hate to see it happen, Ezra, but you also kind of just don't. Yeah, man. I see what you're doing. I do see what you're doing. Don't even worry about that. So, I have a frostbite in my hand. I think I'm gonna use it. Cause 625, right? If he gearheads, he's a god, I guess, but who knows, man. I just don't think a moon kills through, and this might. Alright, 518. I mean, it's all just on, does he have the weird head destroyer? If he does, we have a problem. 497. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Don't have it, don't have it, don't have it. Fuck! Dude. Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you. Surge, quick, quick, quick. Oh my god, dude. Dude, no matter how this match ends, I am uploading that match against him on my myth probably first. 21 HP, started to timer. And Moon just would not have killed through. So it's all on, does he have something right now? And I'm praying that he doesn't. Come on, come on. Mockenspiel, I don't think that does it. Not unbuffed. It has to do less than like 1200, I think. And I think that it... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Don't rounding error. Okay, 615. No, we win. That's why we don't celebrate too early. Yeah. That is why we don't celebrate too early. I guess I don't know. But now I get to celebrate because it is not too early anymore. Get fucked, loser. Get fucked. Get rolled. Ezra, do you want to talk about it? We gonna hit our dance. I'm gonna hit my dance, yeah. He gonna bring his friends? No, he's not, because he doesn't have friends. They're not even up there anymore. I'm actually pretty sure one of them was just Liam. Fuck yeah. That is going to be, by the way, the first match that I upload next Friday. Overtime ends you? Yeah, not quite. If there was a rounding error, it would have. But it didn't. And dude, my side deck is so just eviscerated by that match. That's crazy.